My name is Suzanna Ivanič and I'm a lecturer in early modern history at the University of Kent. And I'm delighted to represent research on East Central Europe in the SRS Book Prize shortlist this year with my book Cosmos and Materiality in Early Modern Prague. This book comes out of research in the archives and museums of Prague, and it represents a tiny glimpse into this rich and stunning location in the heart of early modern Europe through the lens of strange and mundane objects that people kept in their houses in the 17th century. You might know Prague in around 1600 as the seat of the Holy Roman Empire, an imperial court with scintillating exotic goods, artisans and scientists, and receiving embassies from as far away as Persia, and also a city suffering riots and plagues and devastating military attacks during the 30 Years' War. But it was also the setting for a complex and shifting spiritual world. In around 1600, it was a multi-confessional city with a high proportion of Protestants, but by 1700, it represented the archetypical Catholic city of Baroque Europe. Through a material approach, Cosmos and Materiality pieces together how early modern men and women experienced this transformation in the everyday. Sifting through inventories and museum collections, strange objects and groupings of objects called into question in my research the idea of everyday religious experiences being dictated by confessions. For example, in 1600, an inventory reveals a set of prayer beads that is strung together with a wolf's tooth and two lynx teeth, kept together with a Lutheran sermon book. In 1670, a list of devotional jewellery reveals a Marian image made out of healing edible clay. And in the Decorative Arts Museum is a hand-in-hand marriage ring that poetically symbolises the union of man and wife. While printed texts and images in this period trace the emerging discourses around notions of religion, superstition and magic, and what it was to be Catholic or Protestant, objects like these and their settings reveal how spiritual worlds, even in the 17th century, were often embedded in natural environments and social relations, as much, if not more than, in confessional identity. And this is the reason for the overall structure of the book, which underpins the argument that we need to recalibrate how we understand lived religion. Part 1, therefore, examines the shared and quotidian concerns of men and women with a focus on nature, kinship, and material habitus. And Part 2 examines how confessional identity fits this story through an examination of an inventory of a Swiss clockmaker who comes to the court in around 1600, through an examination of prayer bead ownership as a confessional signifier, and an exploration of the domestication of the Baroque. Finally, throughout the book is the underlying question: what is or was a religious object in this period, when everything was framed by a religious worldview? Through posing this question, I hope to have opened up possibilities for examining a far broader range of objects as evidence for the history of religion in the early modern period, as well as putting Prague and East Central Europe back on the map as an important location for studies of the Renaissance and Reformation.